మీరు కూడా షిఫ్ట్ ఓవర్ టు ఆంధ్ర, అందరికీ విశాఖపట్నం స్థలాలు ఇస్తా.
అందరికీ తెలిసిందేనండి, లాస్ట్ 6-7 monthsగా ద తెలుగు సినిమా ఇండస్ట్రీ వాజ్ ఇన్ అ స్టేట్ ఆఫ్ కన్ఫ్యూజన్. అండ్ ఇవాళ ఒక చాలా పెద్ద రిలీఫ్ నిజం చెప్పుకోవాలంటే. రియలీ హ్యాపీ, ఎస్పెషలీ పేరు గారి. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అండి. అండ్ సిన్సియర్ థ్యాంక్స్ టు ద సీఎం వైఎస్ జగన్ గారు.
Andhra Pradesh is known for movie buffs. They not only like or love cine stars but also worship them. The craze is such that fans don't mind waking up at the break of dawn to catch the benefit show of their favorite star, even at astronomical rates. Hello and welcome to TNIE's benefit show. I am Harshita, Nagpal. As Tollywood waits with bated breath for the government to release a new order on movie ticket prices, the New Indian Express takes a deep dive into what the fuss is all about. How does TFI generate revenue, and why is Andhra Pradesh an important market? What are the problems the industry could face if it indeed has to shift to Vizag? We also try to answer one ubiquitous question: why is popcorn a luxury at cinemas? Let's first look at the timeline of the events. On April 8, 2021, Vice Jagan Reddy's government had passed a GO to fix movie ticket fares on the basis of a cinema's geographical location. For theatres which fall within the municipality, municipal corporation, Nagar Panchayat and Gram Panchayat, prices were fixed within the category of economy class, premium and deluxe class. For multiplexes in a municipal corporation area, the fare was capped between 75 rupees and 250 rupees. In AC and non-AC theatres, it had to be between 20 rupees and 100 rupees, while in the Gram Panchayat areas, the ticket fare in economy class was fixed at 5 rupees for non-AC theatres. The order also stressed that the maximum retail price of any item cannot be increased while selling refreshments to the customers. Besides that, on November 24, 2021, the AP Cinemas Regulation Amendment Bill was passed. Through this, the government will create a portal on the lines of IRCTC to sell movie tickets online. This portal, the government said, will be operated by the Andhra Pradesh State Film, Television and Theatre Development Corporation. This will also allow the government to fix the number of shows theatres can run a day. While film distributors, exhibitors and other stakeholders were still trying to make sense of the government's motive behind the move, benefit shows for Pawan Kalyan's Vakil Saab were cancelled. This gave the issue a political colour. However, the government clarified that through both the orders, it aimed to curb tax evasion, which has been a very persistent issue for a long time, and also create an opportunity for small budget films to see the light of the day.
ఉదాహరణకి మొన్న నా సినిమా లేదా ఆపేశారు. వీళ్ళు అనుకుంటారు నా సినిమాలు ఆపేస్తే నా ఆర్థిక మూలాలను కొడితే నేను భయపడిపోతానని. నేను అంత పంతానికి వస్తే నేను ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో ఉచితంగా సినిమా వేసి చూపిస్తాను.
Minister for Information and Public Relations Penny Nani also said the proposal for the government to sell movie tickets online came from the Telugu film industry itself. While producers, distributors and exhibitors welcomed the government's decision of creating a web portal for sale of tickets, they were concerned regarding the movie ticket rates. Soon they filed petitions in the High Court seeking a relook at the issue and argued that prices were fixed without consultation with stakeholders. They also said this model will make their business unviable. They pointed out that the High Court's guidelines were not followed while fixing the fares. The court had instructed the government to form a committee with the Home Secretary as the head of the panel. However, the government did not follow through with the instructions as the panel was headed by the Chief Secretary. Following this, a single judge bench of the High Court suspended the GO and allowed theatre managements to fix movie ticket fares as per the previous process. But the state government said the relaxation was only for petitioners. The government also filed an urgent petition challenging the decision. The High Court bench declined to revoke the interim stay and clarified that the relaxation was for all theatre managements. It directed the exhibitors to fix ticket prices in consultation with joint collectors and instructed the government to form a committee as per its previous orders. What followed next was a series of raids across theatres in the state. The government maintained that theatres which were operating in violation of norms were raided. 130 cinemas in 9 districts were found to be operating in violation of norms. Cinematography Minister Penny Nani said while 83 of them were sealed, penalties were imposed on 25 others. Owners of another 22 theatres shut down operations as they did not have valid licenses.
అంటే ఒకసారి సెప్టెంబర్ మాసంలో ఇవాళ డిసెంబర్లో ఉన్నాం. సెప్టెంబర్ మాసంలో చాలా సినిమా హాళ్ళు రెన్యువల్ జరగట్లేదు, మీరు అందరూ చేసుకోండి అని చెప్పినప్పటికి కూడా చేసుకోకుండా ఉండటం వల్ల ఎవరెవరికైతే ఏ సినిమా హాళ్ళకైతే లైసెన్స్ లేకుండా ఫైర్ పర్మిషన్ లేకుండా నడుపుతున్నారో వారిని మాత్రమే చర్యలు తీసుకోవడం జరిగింది.
In the last week of December, several cinemas, almost 60 of the total 140 in East Godavari and close to 40 in Krishna district, did not run any shows in protest against the raid. On December 26, shutters came down for South Asia's largest theatre in Andhra Pradesh. The management of V Epic Cinema in Nellore Sullurpet claimed they will not be able to operate by selling tickets at reduced prices. Built by UV Creations, the multiplex is equipped with a 106 feet wide screen and has a total seating capacity of 676. It also has two small screens of 140 seats each. In the backdrop of all the drama, Chiranjeevi met Chief Minister Jagan once, and later on February 10, he along with actors Mahesh Babu, Prabhas and director Rajamouli met Jagan again. While allaying their fears, Jagan took the opportunity to request them to consider shifting base to Vizag. He assured them of support as well as land for studios and housing. He underlined that Andhra Pradesh, with a higher revenue share and a number of theatres, contributes more to Tollywood than Telangana. Jagan told the representatives that the government is formulating a policy that will render justice to both big and small budget films. Post the meeting, the stars expressed satisfaction and hoped good news would be announced by this month end. Now that we have understood what transpired in the last few months, let's shift focus to how big a market Andhra Pradesh is for Tollywood, what is the revenue generation model, and why stakeholders feel the government's decision could hamper their interests. Telugu and Tamil film industries stand at par as the second largest film industry in the country after Bollywood. In 2021, Tollywood produced the highest number of movies. There are a total of 1,750 cinemas in both the Telugu states, of which over 1,000 are in Andhra Pradesh. As per estimates, pre-COVID, the industry was generating a revenue of close to 1,000 crore rupees. Andhra contributes 60% of the revenue generated, while the rest comes from Telangana. Now let's take one step further and try to break down the industry's business model. Specifically in the Telugu film industry, after a movie is made, the producers sell the movie to distributors. There are three ways to do that. First is the distribution through non-recoverable advance. In this, the producer sells the movie to the distributor at a non-recoverable advance. Once the movie hits the screens, after the distributor recovers the amount of the advance he paid, the rest of the profits are returned to the producer after he or she takes a commission of anywhere between 10 to 20%. Second is total distribution, in which the film is sold with or without advance and the producer recovers the amount fully. The third is outright purchase, in which distributors buy the movie at a particular cost. If the film makes profits, the distributor does not have to return it to the producer. Similarly, if it makes losses, he or she has to bear the cost. While this is the basic structure, we talk to director and producer Tamareddy Bhardwaj, who gives us more details.
Distribution system, we have to repay every pipe. And non-recoverable advance, you see, that amount, their amount plus expenses hone ke baad, they will pay us everything. They cut in their commission, 10% or 20%, whatever it is. It depends on how we negotiate. That's it.
So basically, in the Telugu film industry, in the end, it's the distributor who's suffering the losses.
Ultimately, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, we might be benefited also. For example, Jatiratnalu film was there. Jatiratnalu film costed us about 4 crores or 5 crores. It collected around 60 crores.
Yes.
So distributors might have that 40 crores or 45 crores. 10% lelona commission. So 4-5 crores, I mean, they have taken. No? That for the service charges, they have taken service charges.
Yes, I knew.
If they bought outright, that 10 crores per territory is a profit, no? Like that.
Yes, I mean what I'm trying to
And
say.
Telugu, of course, even outright also is there. Outright and non-recoverable advance. There are three systems.
Okay.
One is total distribution without giving advance or with giving advance. That will be recovered fully. One is non-recoverable advance. They will not recover that amount after that. After the amount and expenditure, they will return every pie to the producer after deducting their commission. And there is third thing is the outright. They purchase outright. they will not show account or do anything. Whatever the loss or profit will be theirs by us.
So is this the OTT platform business model? Is this the OTT model then?
No, OTT model is different. OTT may also, there are systems. I mean, now they have started. Amazon is doing that. They are giving some minimum amount, and over and above they give 50% or something like that. And there is another module. Right from the first day, it is 50% of the revenue.
While the non-recoverable advance is the go-to model that producers follow to make money, total distribution comes in handy for those producers who own distribution offices. Sources in the industry tell the New Indian Express that big-budget movie producers who also own distribution offices often monopolize the market by screening their films at many theatres at once, especially during festive seasons. The high price of food and beverages, including popcorn, is a result of this. Most of the revenue generated is shared between the distributor and producer. In a bid to make their business viable, theatre managements hike the price of popcorn as well as other refreshments including water. Often, for big budget movies, producers take permission to run benefit shows. Did you know that a benefit show is actually meant for a noble cause? We all know that more than usual, the price of tickets for these shows is extremely high and ultimately fetches benefits for producers. Reliable sources in the industry tell us that producers fix the selling price of a movie for distributors on the profits made through black market rates on their previous movie. Now, can the government fix movie ticket prices is a question that several, including filmmaker Ram Gopal Verma, have asked. While RGV argued that movies are not essential commodities for the government to fix prices, Minister Perni Nani replied the government wanted to make entertainment affordable for all. He defended that the Cinematograph Act 1955 allows the government to fix ticket fares. On Perni Nani's suggestion, the filmmaker and the minister met soon after the Twitter debate to discuss the matter face to face. Sources in the film industry agree that the government order fixing movie fares is constitutional, but they say that if the issue turns political, the industry might move the Supreme Court. Not just that, they also believe they will win against the state government in that case. In other states too, the government fixes ticket fares. Nonetheless, the rates vary depending on the day and time of the show of a particular movie. Let's take a look at Chief Minister Jagan's remarks on variable pricing for movies.
We will treat those kind of movies which are high budget movies with high technology and high innovations without considering heroes remuneration, heroines remuneration and directors remuneration. అది కాకుండానే 100 కోట్లు నిజంగా సినిమా ఖర్చు దాటింది అని అంటే because of these because by bringing these technologies, by bringing this high budget facilities into this movie, అప్పుడు మనం definitely we should consider them differently అనేది చెప్పినాం. కనీస రెవెన్యూస్ కూడా రాకపోతే సినిమాలు తీసే పరిస్థితి కూడా తగ్గిపోతుంది. సో అది కూడా బ్యాలెన్స్ చేసుకొని సినిమాలు తీసే పరిస్థితిలో కూడా ఎంకరేజ్ చేయడం ఎలా అనే దానికి కూడా రీజనబుల్ రేట్స్ రావాలి అని చెప్పి కూడా ఆలోచన చేయడం జరిగింది. సో వీఆర్ టు బ్రింగ్ ఎ ఫైన్ బ్యాలెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ సినిమా చూసే ప్రజలకు కూడా మరి ఇబ్బంది పడకుండా ఉండే రీజనబిలిటీని తీసుకొస్తూనే అట్ ది సేమ్ టైం మన రేట్లు సినిమా పరిశ్రమను పెంపొందించే విధంగా ఉండేట్టుగా ఒక ఫైన్ బ్యాలెన్స్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తూ రేట్స్ను కొంచెం మోడిఫై చేసినాం.
Tamareddy Bhardwaj also shares his perspective.
For example, in Maharashtra, there are Karnataka, there are the theatres. They have variable rates. They have given some rates. So variable rates are available in some few states. Even Bangalore, if you remember, there is a Maitri theatre. It is 1,500 rupees. And every weekends will be rates more. And morning shows will be better. Even states, the mornings, weekends will be more, $8. And other weeks will be $4 kind of. So that process, even few states are observing.
While the Cinestars have assured the government they will develop Vizag as an equal industry for films, we try to understand what the move entails. Is it possible and how long can it take? Tamareddy Bhardwaj gives us his perspective.
So it's not that easy. It will happen even if we shift or don't shift. It will happen in near future. say about 5-10 years, not 5 years, 10 years or 15 years, equal industry will come there. You have workers, labor.
Okay.
labor. You have to have technicians, you have to have the dubbing theaters, recording theaters. Equipment होना चाहिए पूरा, equipment suppliers होना चाहिए. So expertise होना ना, so I need a production manager. My Hyderabad से ले जाके, how can I put them there?
Yeah.
So it will cost me more.
Now, as soon as the meeting between the stars and Chief Minister Jagan began, Ram Gopal Verma took to Twitter and pointed fingers at the way the stars sat around Jagan like junior artists. He went on to mock that the megastar, superstar and Bahubali made Jagan the omega star. RGV suggested that the stars begged the Chief Minister and worshipped him. He opined that now, even if ticket prices are marginally increased, the stars will keep quiet. Over the course of time, the stakeholders have met the committee that will recommend on how the ticket prices should be fixed and express their concerns to them. They have asked the government to fix rates as per the infrastructure and facilities provided by the theatre and not on geographical basis. They say it is important to note that several single-screen theatres have improved their infrastructure and provide facilities at par with multiplexes. They seek clarity on benefit shows, the online portal, and hope that movie ticket prices will be increased. Will the government's decision satisfy everyone, including the fans? And will the drama that began with Pawan Kalyan's Vakil Saab end with his Bhimla Nayak, which is set to hit the screens tomorrow?
Nayak, nee fans waiting ikkada.